It just takes a second for my world to come crumbling down. Oh, I'm sure in the distance you can hear that awful sound. Oh, I plead for an answer, plead for an answer from you. But if you give me an answer that just makes no sense, then what's the use? And just like that, my life is broken. I can barely breathe, and now I'm open for suggestions. At the end of the day, life's a lesson. Life's a lesson. So why can't he see it from...
Hello family, welcome back to our channel. Padimba Nakale, I'm back today. I have been very inconsistent, guys. I don't know. I really have no excuse. I think I won't say I'm busy. I just don't get the time to pick up the camera. You know, you guys filming is it's a lot of work. I don't know how these people, content creators, do it. You really need all the energy. Plus, some of us being mothers and having kids around, you kind of have to get time when they are maybe out, or you find a way for them not to distract you, because sometimes you woke up today, you say today you are going to make a video, and here is yellow bothering you all, and then you just don't do it anymore. So welcome back. If you are new to this channel, on this channel we just discuss life, anything that pops up. We play games sometimes. We mostly discuss current affairs, things that happen in the society, and or as a wife, as a new wife, I really love to talk to my sisters about marriage, things that I experience, things that I believe in, which you may not agree with, but yeah, it's always good for us to have meaningful conversations and debate, and give each other ideas of what is right, or what we think of something. So yeah, welcome back. It's October. I haven't uploaded a picture, I mean a video this month. October happened to be one of my favorite. It's now a bittersweet month. Yeah, if it makes sense. It used to be my favorite month. So I will call it a bittersweet month because my memories for the favorite part are still there, but it also was ruined last year because this is the month that I lost my father. Guys, I can't believe it. It's almost a year that I didn't speak to my father for a year. It's very unusual. I need to get used to the fact that we will never speak again. As you can see, I'm wearing my father. Um, yeah, in loving memories. But I want to just reflect back on what happened that day, everything that I remember. And trust me, I remember every detail. It's something that didn't leave my mind up to this day. Same as when I was 12, the day I lost my mother. I remember every detail of the day. I remember it like it's a nightmare that doesn't go away. I was 12 back then, and I still remember every detail. And for last year, it's very fresh. I remember it all. It was like a dream, and yeah. So I just want to reflect back and just talk about it. I haven't really talked about the details of what happened, other than I informed you guys on this channel that our father died. And yeah, So I'll be telling that. But before we get to that, so this is the I was saying this is the month that I met the love of my life. Guys, it's been 13 years ago. Met him in 2011, 25th October. Yeah. So when we got engaged, he asked me, pick a month between August and December when you want us to get married. So I told him I want October. It's our month. So October is sort of my month. It's our month of love. Yeah. I can't believe I've been married for 2 years now. We just celebrated our second marriage anniversary on the 8th. This year's anniversary fell on a Sunday. It was nice. My husband was around. We woke up in the same bed, and yeah, it was so nice. So we decided what better way to kick off an anniversary celebration on a Sunday than to go to church. So we went to church. The service was good. Then after church, I went to do my makeup, and so for our photo shoot, we just did our family photo shoot because it's actually a family photo shoot now because we have Yellow and she was also part of it. So yeah, I loved this year. Last year I didn't celebrate anything. And it was the first one, and I was a new mom. I was exhausted, and I just because I was on maternity up to end of September. So October I came back to Windhoek for work, obviously, and yeah, we didn't celebrate last year's anniversary at all. I spent the whole August and September in Swakop with my husband, with our newborn, and then October I came to Windhoek, so obviously I couldn't travel again, or my husband was also at work and I just started work. So there was not much to celebrate last year, but this year I loved it. It was nice. I'm surrounded by love. Guys, I'm so grateful that despite at this point I have like 100 problems. You guys can never imagine. I have 100 problems, but my marriage isn't one, which is something I'm grateful for. I don't have marital issues. I don't have marital problems. Um, it's sad lately with all these divorces going on. I think every year together, it's worth celebrating. Every moment together, it's worth celebrating because guys, especially our generations, people that are getting married now, I don't know. Devil is just after the marriage. People are divorcing left, right, and center. People, you see, a person like we, they got married like uh, in December. By April, you are already hearing. Apparently, they are going through a divorce, and it's so sad, guys. It's not even something to make to mock or laugh about. It's just very sad. I don't know what is happening. So if you are in a place where you don't have real issues in your marriage, you should be really grateful, and I am. um I've known this guy for 13 years, and yeah, I still believe that he's the one. Obviously, sometimes we disagree, but then it's not one day he tell you to go to hell. Never. um even when you are angry, Thoros will just remind you that he loves you, whether you are angry or you do not want to talk to him. Never did I question that he loved me. This is something I'm not making this up. Yeah, that's one thing I know, that at least, yeah. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into our video. Tunaonyesha kwamba unapata nini? Sitala lana man. So let's go. Let's just throw back to October 30th. I remember it well. It was a Sunday. It was one of those weekends when it started Saturday. I was just lazy in bed, um, just on my phone. I really didn't want to do anything. I didn't cook or eat. I remember I just once had because I obviously came from Swakop. I came with a lot of fish. I remember I just ate a hake, one hake, um, Saturday, and then Sunday my my daughter's caretaker cooked in the morning, and then she was like, "Melusa and the teleka," and I'm like, "I'll eat later." So to tell you the truth, that morning I woke up very moody. My because it's also the first month I spent with this lady, my daughter's aunt. So when I think about it, I think that day she was probably nervous, like, "Oh, what a moody woman I'll be working with." I woke up and I'm the kind that sometimes andidi ukutumbo shinyanu mara ngole kushukifana na manu vena shivani. So I don't know what happened that day. No, I don't know. Papa so I know she noticed that I'm not in the mood, because she just took the baby and then they were sitting, because the room I used to rent before this place, there is it's a backyard, bachelor room. So there are chairs outside where people normally have meals, and yeah, she just went and sit outside with our daughter. She normally bring her, then I breastfeed her, then they go. She was just out there because I think she noticed that I was not in the mood. So I've been home, and then around 10 somewhere there, um, around around 10, not around 10, no, yeah, that morning around 9. Okay, no, Saturday, the day before, I went to do my hair, and then I received a call from Dad. He called me actually on Saturday. I remember I was in the salon, and then he was like, "I'm sending you a parcel with the best." I gave it in a nana. Um, uh, Maybe it will be delivered today. So we spoke on the day before he died. So obviously, I've been waiting for the best to call me that day. I didn't. So in the morning, they called me um, around 9 somewhere. They're saying they have my parcel from the north. So I sent over a cab. Um, one of one of the guys that normally one of the taxis that I know. So I sent him to collect it for me at a Stop and Shop. So he went to collect it, and then he brought it around 10. So I received the parcel. I was making fun of the envelope because my father signed it and he said that position can change, because that's normally what he. So I just took a picture of that parcel and then I posted it on my WhatsApp, like only my father can send a parcel and 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 write in that position on it as if it's my official name. Because one thing about my father, he only used to call me in that position. Lucia Lautika are all his names, but he loved that position. And plus I also know his handwriting, so I put it on my status around 11. Guys, here's the thing. Um, During that time when I was posting that thing, I think my father was in his last hours, because yeah, he's in his last hours because apparently they were traveling there from they had a party somewhere. Maybe the wife's family had a party, and so they overnight there. So they drove back that Sunday morning from that village where they the celebration or whatever was happening there. I didn't know about the party, obviously. Um, so they drove back. Obviously, when parties are done, people normally the next day they go early, so they should be traveling around 10 there, and it's the time I posted him making fun of what what he wrote on the envelope. So fast forward, I've been home, I'm moody, I'm sleeping, I didn't eat that morning. I think I only drank a skundo. Because one thing about my daughter's aunt, she came in very serious with this whole caretaking. So she was making sure that the she she prepared a shikundo for me because she wanted me to pump, because we were at the beginning of pumping milk. It was so hard that I had to make sure that I pumped enough milk, because my daughter didn't drink bottled milk up until she stopped breastfeeding. She didn't. She doesn't know breastfeed milk. So I don't know. I remember speaking to my husband, because my husband was that time he was working night shift. My husband works shifts. Their industry does that. So he was on the night shift. So when he knocked off around 9 in the morning, he called me, and I told him, I'm just not, I don't know, I'm not myself today. I'm not in the mood. And then he was like, what is wrong? Obviously he was asking, because he said I was just there like 6 days ago, because when I came with my daughter. My husband followed us. Apparently, he missed the daughter. You know that feeling, yeah. So I told him. Then I told him, I don't know, maybe I have this stress. People sometimes talk about this postpartum stress. So he was like, no, I know you. You are very strong woman, and I know you are enjoying being a mother, and you love being a wife, so you can't be having that whatever stress that you. So I started also googling signs of a postpartum. What I thought I was losing my mind, guys. I don't know. Yeah. So we spoke, and then my husband around 11 there he was like, I'm going to bed now, because now it's his time to go to bed. He's going to work at night. So he just told me, my phone will be on sirens. I'm going to bed. I'm used to this whole shift thing, so it's no big deal. Yeah, so he went to bed. I was just in the room. Then I around 1 2 ish there. I started rearranging my wardrobe. Like I'm removing all the clothes. I put them on the bed. I remove all the clothes, and then I just start organizing and packing, taking all the stuff. And then I came across this is weird, guys. I know the signs were there that day. I came across my mom's T-shirt. We printed T-shirts of, our mom died long time ago. Back then we were kids. We didn't have much to say about memorials or whatever. So late on, when it was like his I think it was his 10th or 5th, 14th memorial. Me and my siblings, we printed t-shirts for ourselves. So I came across the t-shirt because it was in those old stuff when I was packing in the Moscow. Then I just took it and I wore it. I don't know what I was thinking. I was in that t-shirt, I swear. Only that my iPhone died, but I even uh, took a selfie that day, and so I put when dad died, obviously when I found out later, I screenshotted. Why did I wear my mom's t-shirt? It's like I was just in a dark day. I don't know. I was stressed, and I don't know what was going on in there. So I wore her t-shirt. I took some selfies. I keep on packing. You know when you are packing, like you are going somewhere, but you don't really know where you are going. So I was just that person. Obviously, I think spirit was just telling me that get ready, because the way I also did my hair the day before, I did my hair nice, and then I started packing. I'm packing, but it's not. And when I'm packing, I can just see all these black clothes. I even ask myself, why do I have all these, so many black dresses in my closet? I don't know. I was losing my mind. At that time, I didn't know anything yet. So I was just there packing, packing. When I finished packing, then I went. I went to bed, and I remember Yalos was sleeping, so her aunt came and she didn't nangeke kompete. Esaka pendukana tango then feeding then kota kwena ukango. She kept crying, and obviously her aunt noticed my mood not, so she came to get her. They were outside. She stopped crying, obviously. So yeah, that is now going around 3, and by this time is my dad died already, because I heard he died. People are saying he must have that accident happened around 11, 12, 12, 12 ish there. So at this time my dad is already gone. So around 2, I received a call from a cousin, if I may mention him. No, I won't mention him. Is He's my father's nephew. He called me, and all he did is, "Where are you now?" Then I'm like, "No, I'm home." And then he asked, "Are you still in Swako?" Because they knew I was in maternity, and I told him, "No, I started work. My maternity ended. I'm in window." Then he was asking, "Oh, okay. Did you speak to Tatekulu today?" Obviously, my father is Tatekulu. Then I'm like, "No, I only spoke to him yesterday. He told me they were going somewhere for an event. I didn't speak to him today." And then he was like, "Oh, okay." I think he viewed my status when I mentioned his uncle, and back then at the north they are all informed already that he is no more. So he was maybe worried, like, why is she posting this when their father just died? So he called and asked if I spoke to him. Obviously, he noticed that I don't know, so he just said, "Oh, it's fine." Then he ended up. Um, he called, so I received a call from. I got a call again from. This is weird. I got a call from my father's cousin. Had to go wanga, like umbola lavo numbola tate ushinde ke filu and their family. So he called me, and I missed the call. For whatever reason, I didn't pick it up. Then yeah, so I was just there, and then minutes again, people on the bed, they started calling. Remember, there was a missed call from there was a missed call from Maison. I didn't pick up, and then my big cousin started calling Ndatunga, and then so I picked up. When I picked up, she don't know what she's really saying. She first asked, "Are you alone?" Then I'm like, "What do you mean?" First she asked, Your husband is why is your husband not picking up a phone? Why are you dengere para kuntum?" Then I'm like, "He's sleeping. He's going to work. What is it? I Are you alone now?" Then I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" And then guys, at this point, I think I noticed something is wrong, because you cannot ask like me if I'm alone and first you wanted to talk to my husband. I think they wanted to start with my husband to inform him, so he maybe can send someone over to me. I don't know. When she asked me if I'm alone, at this point I know something is wrong. So I just asked her what the hell is going on. While we are on the phone, guys, at this point I could hear my grandmother in the background and she's sobbing. My grandmother. Yeah, so I just know someone died. So I just asked her, get to the point, who died. I got really irritated because he just keep on saying, she even came to a point of nama for her tiko kule nave. Then I'm like, oh, she can. And then I could also hear my grandmother in the background saying, Lombwele nya ike kapenalis that then then she just said, I'm very sorry, Shiveli, guys. It was just in that moment that I blacked out. I didn't ask her anything further. I didn't even hang up. I just skipped the phone away. And then, because I was on my bed, I don't know what happened next. I blacked out. I didn't start crying right away. I was just like I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. And at this point, my daughter's aunt is outside. She also got a call from remember my daughter's aunt, we took her from my father's village. She also got a call from people at the village telling her that Ulina Lucia I could hear her on the phone outside. She's just like, like she just doesn't know what to do. But she didn't know that I already heard because I didn't start crying. I was just not breathing. I was just, I don't know what to do, guys. So she came in the room, and then I just lost it completely. I could, because she's still on the phone. I think someone is telling her to look at to go and see me. She's still on the phone, and she just told that person, whoever was on the phone, that she had. Yeah, I lost it. I I don't know what to do. My bed was a mess. I remember it was October. Obviously, it was hot, but I was sweating. My sheets were. I don't know if it's wet anymore or is it tears. It was wet all over, guys. I was so broken. Yeah, and I didn't even ask further questions. I didn't ask further questions. It took me like an hour to grasp everything, and then my daughter's aunt was there. Like she just keep on saying Billy, but I wasn't even listening. My child is also crying at this point, and I remember my my she even just went and took some milk from the fridge, because normally in the weekend I just breastfeed her, and just for us to make sure that there is enough milk, but I couldn't breastfeed anymore. I was so broken, guys. I couldn't breathe. And then maybe after an hour or so, my husband called. Obviously, they got hold of him. I don't know how. I don't know if maybe Goose was the one who, or I don't know, because I know he was sleeping. But when he called, he picked up. The first thing he just said, on the ready, guys. Yeah, because he was supposed to go to work that night, but he just he texted his foreman right away that he couldn't report to for duty. His father-in-law passed. So they because when I picked up, he could tell I'm not myself. He just say on their behalf. So I didn't speak to anyone for like an hour. So my husband, while he's preparing to come to window to me, he he sent two of his cousins to me. They came over, and then I saw a lot of people are flocking in. They are coming in. I didn't call anyone, but Jane showed up. And she had it before me because she came so early, and some of my family they came over. Yeah, so that's just, and I knew all along when someone say the person passed on, there is no such thing as that I cannot believe you are gone. The person is gone. Um, Obviously you could not reverse anything, and yeah. So my husband came later that night because it was very late. I think around 5 there he's telling his cousin. When his cousins came, they are saying, "I, where no kwalondo kwajak." So they stayed with me until he came. He came like around 12. He arrived in Windhoek. So the plan was tomorrow morning we are going to the north. Me and my brother. My brother came, they brought him to me, and he couldn't even come in the room. He was just outside because he just checked and he could see the mess I am. He couldn't handle looking at me. That day I cried. I cried. And that night I was just texting my siblings, "Are you okay?" We were texting each other. I think the only people we spoke to that night, not spoke, texted with each other. At this time I was more concerned about women and women. They were in exams. Like Lovisa, she was writing, Loini was writing, my brother was writing, the ones at UNAM obviously. So the exam just started, and then this happened. So they didn't even write exam. They went for for the what special exams. They had to take the death certificate to cancel the whole exam because they obviously wouldn't write anything, guys. So yeah, that night I was just texting my siblings and asking them if they are okay, and we were planning on how we will go home, which is not home to us anymore, guys. So yeah, my husband was there with me. The next morning we woke up early morning. We were going to get a bus, to catch a bus. It's me, my daughter's aunt. Obviously we didn't leave her behind. My husband knew right around that we will meet her because our daughter and he knows that I couldn't handle a baby. At this point I was a mess. So it was me, my daughter's aunt, my brother, and him. We went to get a best at Stop and Shop because our car is in the north. We leave it Nongadiva every time we leave the north. Guys, petrol bucket. So we don't want to break our broken banks any further. We just leave it there. And then when we go to the north, that we need that bucket. We pick it up, and then when we are in the north we are free to go wherever we. So we just went to the bus straight to Ondamba to pick up our car. My aunt was waiting for me and my sister at Kondobe to Kempitule at Tufale for Pesa. So we picked her up on Ondobe. We came in Ondobe. My grandmother was very emotional when I arrived. So yeah, it was hard. And I remember when at Stop and Shop, the moment I sat on the bus, I just lost it. The whole way to the north, my husband is just I remember the woman sitting next to us. She even asked my husband, "What is wrong with her?" And then he was, "No, really, she lost her father." And I'm trying to be strong. Then the more they talk, like just stay strong. I even become worse, guys. It's better you just don't talk because these things are hard. So the moment I sat on the bus, the first thing that come in my mind is, where am I going? What am I going to do at that parent? My father is not even there. I had to go there when he's not there. So I just started thinking about all these things, like this is the hardest thing I have to do. The person is not there, and then I have to go to do what I was thinking, and then I just lost it. So the whole journey to the north was a mess. I I was sobbing. I couldn't eat on the road, and yeah. So we went, we arrived Kombala. That's how we used to call our father's house. Um, 2 minutes at the Pon Yombolo. Me and my sister, we lost it. It was so hard, guys. Yeah. So it has been a year, and that wound is still, it's a lot to take in. When I think about the fact that I haven't spoken to my father for a year now, it's, and I should get used to the fact that I will never speak to him again. These things pop up from time to time. 1 minute you're okay, the next minute you're just like, why? Just why? Because when mom died, those years, I was still young, and then the older I grow, the more it hurts. When you, let's say, you accomplish something little, you just, if my mom was here, she could have, you know. And I was loved. I've always been loved. I'm loved to this day. Like my aunt is the most loving woman. But there are just those days when you woke up, just me craving for a biological mother's love. It happens. And now with dad, because at least we had dad all these years, and even though he was not fully there, he was there, guys. Now it's, we are all on our own, and I don't know why life is so, it's like this. It's hard, but we get through it because we have each other. With me and my siblings, we are kind of our each other's support system. Yeah. So it's just to live. I can't believe I, yeah. That's pretty much what I wanted to reflect back on. I plan on posting this video on the 30th, the day that my, in loving memory of my father, this man. Yeah, we are not we are not healed at all. Not only me, my siblings as well. I remember in August I had a wedding. That wedding took place at the village where that village was our home when our parents were married. So we went to look at that place, and then one of my siblings just lost it there. And I'm like, "Oh, this is the reality we live with." Mm, it's all just memories. It's all just pain. Sometimes you just ask yourself, why? Because I wish my father was like sick also, and then you got a chance to speak to him and just get get an idea that, yeah, this is it. But it never happens like that. They all just vanish. They all just vanish like they are going somewhere. Obviously, mom, when she left, she even told me, uh, on that, on that manga, obviously you were expecting her to come back, she never came back. My dad, even though I haven't seen him when he left, Obviously, when he went there, I know he had plans to come back home, but never happens that way. They all vanished, and they all died on the road. I just don't understand what the devil wants from us. But yeah, I just thought I say that out of my chest. And I will miss him. I still miss him. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening to this. I don't know what video this is. I'm not even sure how to put it up. But yeah, it has been a year, and I just want to say may my father continue to rest in peace. My parents, we miss them, and we'll continue to try again every morning when the sun rises. We found them. Okay, please do subscribe. I hope I didn't scare you away from this channel. Yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you guys in other not so sad videos, I hope. Ciao,
Berisoni na tunatango